and welcome. Today we are joined in studio by Rushda Moosajee, who is the founder and CEO of RushTush. It's so lovely to have you in studio. Hi.
Hi, Nancy. Hi, ladies.
As I'm sure your viewers and your very large following know, you're a powerhouse at RushTush. I mean, you're balancing so much. You're a personal trainer, you're a coach, you're a mom of four boys. That's a lot. So tell us about your experience, and how you got to this place of becoming the founder and CEO of such a well-known and highly regarded brand.
I think first and foremost, you need to have focus. You need to have a focus. And I was just talking about this earlier because I was recording a video in my car where I said you need to have a clear goal and vision of where you want to be. And I know that sometimes some people don't know where they want to be yet. And that's okay. If you have the right intention of doing something with the pure intention of sometimes you want to serve others, you want to help others, you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself because what is your purpose? Um, if you lead with that, one thing leads to another, and you will see that opportunities will present itself in the way that is true to you. Does this align with me? Are these part of my values? Is this going to better me as a person? Is it going to add to my character? Is it going to help other people? Instead of just thinking, how am I going to make money? How am I going to become famous? How am I going to be successful? Because success is also different for everyone. you know
Yes.
um so I think focus is a very important thing. I've always been really focused. So I study graphic design, and communication is my strong point. I understand how to communicate, to relay a message, um tell a story. And I think that through my sharing of my journey at that time influenced so many people like you and I, women that never had the role models that were taking control of their life through wellness and fitness. Because at that time, it was only a certain demographic, it was always a luxury. And to this day, it is as well, because if you look at the gym membership prices, all these boutique gyms, it's not cheap, going to Pilates, everyone can't afford that. And when I entered the market, I tried to already from the get-go offer a more affordable, I want to use the word sustainable, because it was something that I felt that women didn't only need for a short while. It wasn't about, I'm getting married, I'm getting engaged, it's my matric dance, um, kind of like, I need to get ready for a special function, when your whole life should be a special function. Every day should show up for yourself, present yourself like, today is my revenge body day. Why is it only around the times of, I just came out of a divorce, I had such a horrible relationship with my boyfriend who was cheating on me? Why do we need to come out of something to take note of our health and only invest in that short period of time? So when I entered the market, I was like, what is going to be manageable for women in the long run? I want women to train forever, you know? And that is what I built in my gym. Even though there were other gyms that started opening over the years, and they were closer and maybe more affordable or other options, I started that movement with that goal, and then she went on to go and never stop exercising to this day, and that's what I wanted to do. And I always wanted to reach as many women as possible, and the only way to do that was if you're going digital. So yeah, that was a big step.
Yeah. And you've touched on so many points that I just love, so many juicy, delicious points about, you having to find your own stride and you having to find your own niche and what makes you happy in order to find what success is to each individual person. And Women in Festival is going to be filled with so many people from different walks of life, different industries, and who have different schedules and who have different lifestyles. So what would you say to those women about trying to find a balance in their business, their health, and their family? And given what you've experienced in your life.
It's so easy to preach balance when your job is being a personal trainer and you work out for a living and you can have access to the gym anytime you want.
Yeah.
We don't all have the help and assistance. We don't all have the resources. But what we do have is the same 24 hours. But
Mm,
we also don't, because there are women, but taking this now to what I think is going to empower women to open up their options, it's financial freedom. So if you are going to work hard, hustle, make sure that you're focused on your job, whether or not you figure out how to make some money. Come on now, like this is South Africa. Things have changed. I mean, even since 2020, I feel that there can no longer be a single income household. We
yeah.
all have to contribute. And that being said, maintain your financial health. It's easy to say because things are getting more expensive, but if you if you hold on to that, it opens up so many more resources and opportunities to make time, because people don't work for free you
Yeah.
know you can't we don't all have grandparents, and not everyone's just going to throw the kids into a creche. You need assistance, you need to build. And unfortunately, that assistance is professional assistance. You can't expect people to work for free. You can't exploit people. You need to pay people so that you can pay yourself, you know? And that is my first thing, is make sure that you have money before you take on bigger steps in your life. And when I'm saying bigger steps, before you settle down, before you start a family, before you start family planning, a big portion of your budget should go towards what kind of care am I going to give my son, my daughter? What kind of care am I going to give myself? Because you can't do it all. And if you are working in a corporate job, you must remember that if you're putting back into your wellness, even if it's a 30-minute workout during your lunch break, or in the afternoon, or in the morning, if you have to wake up earlier, it's going to add value to your day. You're going to have mental clarity. The blood would have pumped through your entire body. Your skin's going to be glowing. Your hair's going to grow faster. You're going to make better eating choices so you can think better, so that you can make better decisions at work. You can work faster. Everything is just going to be more efficient. Because you know what? The healthier you are, the less time you're going to spend being sick. So now you're saving on doctor's bills. They're already you're saving money. You're not on
Yeah.
chronic medication because you're managing your health with what you're eating. It's not even about a diet, it's about nutrition.
Yeah, yeah. And I think the point that I want to touch on a little bit that you spoke about is, of course you're a personal trainer, so a majority of your day is exercise. But I think that so many women can learn from you about what it means to fill your cup even in work. Even when you're, in a corporate job, you still have to find little pieces of your time that you want to pour into yourself. Because I mean, I think the misconception that we have about work is that we're supposed to go there, be miserable, and then come home on the weekend and then be happy on the weekend. But there's always little slots of time that you can pour into yourself, and I think that's something that we can learn from you at Women in Festival, is what it means to do something that you love, and then what it means to not work a day in your life. You know how they say that
Mm, mm.
if you do something you love, you don't work a day.
Yes, yes. So,
Yes.
so I think obviously, somebody tweeted something that was obviously came from a bitter place, and they said we have meetings all day, Rush. And I was like, okay, girl, but what about before work and what about after work? And I felt that that was a very like attacking, petty response, because I also have meetings. It's easier for me though because I can have a meeting in my gym kit with my cap backwards, and some people have some people have to be corporate core aesthetic, and I get it, but I'm telling you, if you have this conversation with any of your managers or your bosses and you explain to them how much of a better functioning adult you will be if you have a little bit of movement every day, they're going to be like, fine, let's do this, let's do that, encouraging certain kinds of um, things in your life that's going to make you more productive at work, surely.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And reaching mental clarity and having, physical fitness is actually, I mean, statistics are all over. Studies have really shown that just exercising, moving a little, eating a little bit healthier can help you be so much more productive at work. So I just really want to know from you then, what can attendees expect to hear from you? What's the main message that you want to bring to the table at the Women in Festival?
I'm actually not sure what my main message would be, but all I can do is share my story. You know, I I didn't have my qualification as a personal trainer. I was studying at the time. I got kicked out of the gym that I was working in because this guy that I was working for, we may or may not have had a romantic relationship. And he tried to control me, and then he obviously was filled with emotion, tried to fire me, and he said, you are nothing and no one. Where are you going to work now? You were fat when I met you. He said, and then he said, who's gonna take you now? Okay. And then he fired me, right? Then the next day he was like, I need to have a meeting with you. Will you come in? And I was like, okay, maybe quickly, because I obviously had to fish some stuff at the gym. And then he tried to rehire me. And I said no. And I left. And I thought, you know what? Yes. Don't tell me what I can do and what I can't do. I will show you.
Yes.
Actually, I won't even show you. I'll fucking show this whole fucking country. Anyway, so I went on and I made it happen. Out of still finishing my personal training diploma, I managed to start my own business with nothing. I had nothing, you know? And every month I would buy a few pieces of equipment and I would train these women and I just had the best time of my life. I can't even describe how fun the journey was. And maybe it's something that other people might feel inspired by.
Yeah, and
Mm.
I really hope that that's the case. I mean, you're a testament to the fact that when one door closes, an even better door opens, especially when you're doing what you love. So, what would you say then to people who haven't booked their tickets yet to Women Festival to come and hear you speak? Why would you say that they should go on to www.wearewomenin.com and secure their seat?
Secure your seat now because it's not only about me. There's going to be so many other inspiring women. We never stop learning. It's always important to get a fresh perspective or you, to hear what it was like in someone else's shoes. We're so obsessed with what we have to do in the day and what we have to get through and you won't believe what happened to me, but what happened to someone else? You want to hear other stories, put things into perspective, sit back and think, look how far we've come as women in a country like South Africa where everything is literally against us. So I'm
Yes.
very excited for that. I am actually a little bit funny, so hopefully I'll make a few jokes.
I can
But
tell.
yeah,
We're going to be
you
screaming.
know, hopefully I can make a few jokes and make you laugh. But as women, we love to yap, yap, yap. So come and let's all just yap, yap, or yap away.
Thank you so much, Rushtush. I think that we're going to have such an amazing time hearing you speak and getting to connect with you.
Yes.
You're a powerhouse, you already know, so we just have so much to learn from you. And thank you for taking the time to speak to us.
See you then. Bye.
And to our viewers who are watching, go and book your tickets at www.wearewomenin.com. Hurry up, tickets are selling out fast. We will see you there, so come and join us for 2 days of cross sectoral empowerment, and everything lovely. Just come and gather insights from all these phenomenal women like RushTush. See you there.